Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending on whatever time it is for the viewer watching. Welcome back to LNL TV.
I think we have a caller on hold if you want to begin.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's go ahead and greet her now.
Good morning. Would you mind telling us your name?
Hi, good morning. My name is Mars.
Hi, Mars. It's nice to meet you.
It's good to be here. I've always, wanted to be on the show since it aired one time a month ago, so I'm glad to be here.
Let's go ahead and get into the questions, shall we?
What would you say your favorite band is, an album, and why?
I'd say that my current favorite is probably Shadow Academy, and their self-titled album.
And how did you discover this band?
Well, I discovered this band when the singer of another band called NSP, Dan Avedon, announced that he was starting a new band that he would also be the singer in. And when it first came out, I didn't initially listen to it. However, a couple years after its release, so a few months ago, one of my friends reintroduced me to it.
And then what would you say your favorite thing about this band is? And then what's the story behind Shadow Academy?
Well, some of my favorite things about the band is the singer Dan's amazing vocal range. He gives each song a very it's a very different feeling from any other band. He just has a very good voice and just astounding and incredible singing.
Alrighty, and then final question, is there anything else you would like to share about the Shadow Academy?
I don't think there's much else to be said besides that I super recommend this album to anyone.
Thank you for your time.
Yeah, of course. Thank you for having me. Have a good one.
Awesome. Let's jump into Shadow Academy, which is the band name and the album name of the debut album.
Yeah, so Shadow Academy branches off from NSP when the lead singer, Dan Avedon, wanted to create a more serious tone with his music.
Hey, that's like last episode with Casey Cresno.
Yeah, so that's a pretty common theme in the music world, where creators will go from one project to another project based on just musical style.
NSP is actually a comedy band, and they began in 2009 in New York.
Yeah, so due to NSP being strictly comedic, I think it's a really good thing that they changed the name from NSP to a new band like Shadow Academy, just because different musical levels.
During the early months of COVID, Dan Avedon's producer, Jim Roach, would send him music to work on, mainly to pass the time.
In time, Dan would go to write lyrics that were based off of classical books, such as Moby Dick and even Dracula.
This would be seen in his debut single, White Whale, which would mark the birth of Shadow Academy.
Yeah, Shadow Academy takes a lot of inspiration from the great rock bands of the 70s due to Dan Avedon's love of them, and especially Rush, which is seen in so much of their work.
Their music is more similar to the hit bands The Smashing Pumpkins, My Bloody Valentine, and Alice in Chains. Alice in Chains is so good, and many more.
Let's go ahead and talk about prog rock. It definitely It definitely has a lot of similarities as the same genre we talked about last episode, but I'm still really excited to talk about it nonetheless.
Prog rock is a subgenre of rock that heavily focuses on ambition, competition, and experimentation, and concept lyrics.
Concept lyrics? What's that?
It's lyrics that focus very heavily on one story instead of the same chorus over and over again.
Oh! So like a show tune, right?
A what?
A show tune. Like a song in a musical? Like a musical, kind of?
Sure, Lennon, a musical.
The progressive rock movement began in the 1960s when bands like the Beatles and the Beach Boys began making more concept-driven albums, such as Pet Sounds and Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Heart Club.
Pet Sound is definitely a pure example of the beginning of prog rock.
I got some pure pet sounds for you.
Huh? Oh my god! Prog rock groups tend to base their instruments around bass, guitar, drum, and keyboard, along with a lead vocalist.
Yeah, these progressive groups would pull elements from classical music and jazz, as well as their lyrics would be drawn from different pieces of literature, poetry, history. This would be called symphonic rock, as well as art rock.
Much of the early prog rock movement centered in England, particularly in the city of Cranberry.
No, Lucas. Canterbury.
Same thing.
No. The Canterbury scene spawned groups like Caravan and Soft Machine, which actually produced psychedelic records which would have riffs on instruments like flutes and clarinets. Do, 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 do. Sure. Okay, sure. The most notable prog rock album would be Dark Side of the Moon by Pink Floyd, and if you haven't heard of that, then you've been living under a rock. Other really noticeable bands would be Genesis, Rush, and Tool.
You know, this was a pretty good episode. I had a lot of fun.
I agree. I hope everyone watching enjoyed this as well.
This has been L&L.
Bye-bye!
Man, I'm bored.
I wish something weird would happen.
Whoa!
Hey there, friend.
Wow, it's a talking apple.
No, stupid. I'm a pumpkin, not an apple.
Well, what's your name?
I'm Billy the Pumpkin. Do you want to be my friend?
Sure.
Why not? That was fun.
Yeah. Man, I'm hungry.
Me too.
What do we eat?
What?
Man, that was the best pumpkin pie I've ever had.
Agreed.
I'm by birth a Pantrian. My family is one of the most distinguished in that kitchen region. My ancestors had been for many years Wagyu dressing and turkey stuffing, and my father had filled several public situations with juiciness and delight. Decided to bring my father pride by becoming a brilliant culinary chemist. On October 30th in the year 2022, my brother passed due to unforeseeable circumstances, and ever since I've been searching for an answer. Where are you? Show yourself to the Creator. Ah, yes, my most brilliant creation. Come to me, little brother, my monster.
Oh, good sir, do you have any wheat for me? Oh, God, it's hideous. No, please.
The feast wasn't always this way. Come in to watch it as the story unfolds. Oh, good syrup. What are your plans today? And how may I aid you on such a terribly resourceless day?
How dare you talk to me on a day like this, you silly butter. Just want to be alone.
I apologize, syrup. I was just teasing.
If a 300-watt microwave can reheat those that are cold, surely my shelf lord can bring back my brother. Lawrence, come quick. Come see what I've cooked.
Oh, a good shot, my lord. What have you done to a syrup?
It's alive, Lawrence. It's alive! Alive! Mwahahaha!
We need to take a cab of syrup. Now!
No, Lawrence. Look at him. He's rising. Come to me, little brother. My monster.
No, please. Oh my god, it's hideous.
Why, Shelf Lord? Why?
Hide your baby formula. Hide everything.
Foul beast, what is your business here? Oh, you are a truly hideous creature. Look at this creature, full of calories and sodium. It does not belong here, just as much as the maggots do not belong in our cupboards. I am giving you 3 hours, Feast. If you have not molded over by then, we will make sure that you rot away forever with our torches.
Torches?
Yes, you sour brute. Torches with fire.
Fatty! Fatty! Baji!
Run away, you spoiled salsa, or I will take the vegetables inside you and blend them into puree. Hi there. Have you ever wanted to have that eternal, youthful look? Would you just die to have this hair? Well, do I have the product for you? Now introducing Blood Moon Shampoo. This will instantly make your hair 100 years younger. Our product is tested through and through to make sure that your hair is beautiful as the night sky. Trust me, you'll have all the bad time to you. This product will be $11.99 at your local blood bank. If you have any questions, call us at 155-VAMPIRE-STEVEN.
How dare you serve yourself away from me? I am your chef. You are my cuisine.
Sir, perhaps we should leave. I can hear the hot people's spices level boiling up.
Torches? Baji!
I do apologize, but do you understand the recipe of Hesitanga?
Only slightly. I believe he's trying to say that the top people have fire and torches and intend to eat him.
We should leave.
Salsa, go wait over there. Butter, I fear I have a hot serving of tea to deliver to you.
Okay, what would that be, syrup?
Promise you will take care of him. He may not be the same tomato we knew him as, but he's still my tomato.
Of course, syrup.
Oh, where is my salsa?
I do apologize, sir. After you fell ill, he went out in a fit and he is a loss to me.
But Lawrence, you you find my salsa, find my brother.
Of course, syrup.
Well, look who it is, and only a little moldy. Well, I guess it's time to eat you! This is what happens when you undermine Jack Peppers! Let my flavorful glory be filled with juicy taste as I end their immortal life with this jar of salsa.
No! Stop with this madness!
So it is you who started this madness!
Not I, but Victor Frankenbean!
Well, let's go cook him!
You can't. Victor Frankenbean is expired.
Do you see this? This monster is still a threat! Get him!
It is with the lack of sauciness that I share that not only is Victor Frankenbean expired, but the salsa is no longer consumable. There is no heir to the Frankenbean fortune. There is no one left for me to serve. It is just me in the bigger empty pantry, with nothing left to do but roll away. I hope this can be a lesson to you all. What is done shall be done, and the eaten should stay eaten, no regurgitation. Farewell. It has been a journey, nevertheless.
Hello everybody, welcome back to Keeping Gamers Informed, as we call it KGI. I'm your host Malachi.
And I'm his co-host, Hudson Byers. Today we have another excellent episode of KGI planned for you guys. Malachi, could you tell us our theme today?
Well, since it's October, I think we should go back to the basics of scary and horror games.
Oh yeah, I definitely think we'd be messing up if we didn't cover horror or Halloween games this month. I actually have a game in mind.
What is it?
It would be 2012's hit classic, Slender Man: The 8 Pages. The game, your goal is to run around and collect 8 pages in a single-player forest while avoiding a tall, white, faceless, slender man. Yeah, the graphics are very rudimentary, but it's still a classic horror game.
And I have so many good memories of being up extremely late at night playing the game too. And it's rated teen and it's only like $10 on Steam.
I remember doing something like that, and I believe you have some more like recent mainstream games you want to talk about, right, Malachi?
I actually do, and one of them would be a game called Dredged. It's a single-player fishing adventure with a sinister undercut. You sell your catch, you upgrade your boat, and you dredge the depths for long buried secrets. You explore the mysteries of the islands, and you discover why some things are best left forgotten. And it's rated teen, and it's about $25.
Yeah, I haven't actually played it, but I have heard the game has so many mechanics that just make you feel in tune with it. I actually have a game in mind that is based around an iconic staple of Halloween.
Well, I can think of a couple good ones that fit that profile, but what is it?
Well, Malachi, first I have to ask you just one question.
What is it?
Who are you gonna call?
Ghostbusters?
Yup, you got it, Malachi. Our game is, of course, Ghostbusters Spirits Unleashed. It's a multiplayer fun game where 4 proton pack wielding Ghostbusters run around unique locations and try to capture a ghost. It's priced at $25 and it's rated T for teen.
And Ghostbusters is such an iconic staple of Halloween.
Yeah, definitely.
That's it for all of our games, but Hudson, I believe you have another piece of tech for us. What did you decide on?
That's an excellent question, Malachi. I thought a great piece of tech for beginners would be a capture card. A capture card allows you to easily stream and record from your console, and it's definitely a great update for beginners looking to just upgrade from basic onboard console streaming. I went with Amazon's choice of the DCY FOL HDMI capture card, which despite the packaging does record in 1080p. This capture card meets our 3 requirements of being aesthetically pleasing, well reviewed, and fairly priced at around $35.
That sounds really good for people just getting into streaming.
Yeah, definitely.
And I think that's all we have for today.
Yeah, those are definitely some super fun Halloween and horror games to play.
And until next time, this is KGI signing off.
I wouldn't buy those if I were you.
But I've been looking for this like forever.
Alright, I'll sell them to you, but don't say I didn't warn you.
That's strange. I don't remember that being there.
I want what is rightfully mine back.
Want what back?
Back so soon, Lauren?
Hello, I'm Hudson Byers, bringing you a very exciting and important progress report on the construction taking place on our school grounds. Not only have they brought in a large crane to aid with construction, but a 1-story building has also been erected on the grounds. This is very exciting news. Thank you guys for tuning into KJI's construction update. That's all for today. Until next time, keep on digging, friends.